Oh, he almost got it.
It's fine. YouTube new reviewers will never know.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Hey, we're here.
We're back. It is night 2.
TTR G1.
Part 1 of Group 2.
Group B, Round 1. TTR G1, Night 2, Group B, Round 1.
Group B1.
It's easy. It's really easy.
It's not that hard to keep up with. So,
what's up, Scott Jedi?
hello.
It's easy. Each group will have 9 rounds.
Right? It's easy.
Code Red, subscribe 28 months. Thank you.
It's easy to do that too.
Very easy to do that, especially if you have Twitch Prime. Yeah. It's free.
It's extremely easy to do. It's easy to shill.
Very easy to shill.
You just get in front of people on camera and you shill. It's that simple.
Yeah. So this is Group B. This is all 10 decks for Group B. They will all be playing tonight. 5 matchups. Let's just give a quick introduction for each one.
Yeah. We'll do what we did for the last group. So
let me put on the card cam. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Here is Bronze Denfolm's Savant. Now, Servant. This, I don't remember how well this deck did in our original tournament. I think it was in it. But if you look at the list, this is one of my, like, sleeper Coda decks that I play with a lot, just randomly.
Was this the one you played in that random sealed tournament?
I think so.
Okay. So it wasn't in the original tournament.
No, this was not that one. That was Garu Workerborn Cooper.
Okay.
I remember that. This is, it's just got all kinds of different stuff. When I was looking at my favorite Coda decks that I wanted to bring in the tournament, they were all this house combo. Sanctum Brobnar Shadows.
Oh yeah, like Innkeeper.
Innkeeper is another one. There was one more too that I was looking at that I was like, I can't find a Coda deck I want to bring in that is not this house combo.
Yeah. The
Khalifi Dragon is actually doable in this deck. Funny enough, Khalifi Dragon is better against other sets because they're more likely to tax you to stop your keys instead of steal from you. So Khalifi Dragon is way easier to play outside of Coda v Coda matchups.
Yeah, like Eddie, it seems like a decent answer to Eddie, right? Sure, it can die, but if they're taxing you a bunch and you've got a big 12 power creature, then it can then fight an Eddie off the board and shoot another creature.
It can also it's got the double loot the body's cowards in, so it can generate a bunch of amber on a Robin turn. Khalifi Dragon is fun in this deck. It's like that's one of the reasons I like it is because the Khalifi Dragon is playable. The rest of the deck, it's just got it's got TMTP. It has, I think it's got loot the bodies, right? It does not have loot the bodies. I'm sorry, it doesn't have.
You're thinking of the other.
Not that. Burn the stockpile.
Pretend like this.
It does not burn the stockpile. It has TMTP and doorstep though. So
those are good catch-up mechanics. So yeah,
I'm excited about playing this deck. I don't know if it's going to do well. I think it'll definitely get some games just because it's very Coda control-y. So yeah, it's got that going for it.
So Elder El Stagmos is actually one of the decks that had a very deep run in our Dark Tidings tournament. And I'm just going to remind myself, it is one of the Z-Force Agents decks. And so I included this one. It's got triple Seabringer, Krakoa, Borrow, Dyke Spymaster, Sack of Coins. So it was a deck that did pretty well. It was one of the more fun Dark Tidings decks to play just because you end up with like a Z-Force Snowball. And the Z-Force goes in blasting away. So included this one. I wanted to make sure there was at least one Unfathomable deck floating around in the tournament at some point. So an Elder was one of my favorite Dark Tidings decks that we played. So
all right, this one, Milano M. Jarovich the 7th. I believe this was another from my Worlds Collide boxes that I bought recently that I wanted to get some play in with it. This deck has some really interesting things going on in the Saurian. Because you got 2 Golden Spirals, you got Cincinnatus Rex, so you have that combo, right? But you also have like City Gates, so you can basically capture all their amber. If you can play all your Saurian stuff in one turn, which you can do because it's got double Library of the Damned, and it's got a bunch of Logos archiving. And it's got a lot of random self-purge. It's got like the Greater Oxtet in the dis, so you can purge a lot of your chaff and archive basically the entire Saurian side, and then take a Saurian turn that's just play everything. Combo off with Cincinnatus Rex and put Imperial Scudamon to dump all the amber off. So it's also got Raider Gallon. It's got 2 Tribune Pompous, so the Cincinnatus just gets infinitely powerful.
Yeah,
while it's getting all the amber on it.
Which sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, so I don't know. This deck can be explosive. Its problem is lack of Amber control.
We haven't played it, so this is like the perfect type of format for a deck like that, where
so
we don't really know what it
games.
can do. We don't know its strengths or weaknesses. So, I've got Mule Head, Volcano Dragon. Now, despite having the most metal name that we have, this deck is a deck that honestly probably doesn't really care about Amber. It is a double might makes right deck. It's got helper bots to help you play. It's got Pampaka Anga to help you boost your power so that you can MMR people. It's got stuff like World Tree so you can recur your big dudes. It's also got Full Moon and a ton of creatures in Untamed, with a key charge, I believe, or is it Chota? Maybe both. There's a key charge in here. But so this is a deck that, in theory, could just forge 3 keys through key cheats.
Yeah.
Which the major problem with this deck is that it is a AOA.
I just hope to see it one time.
You want to see it one time.
Yeah.
It's an AOA Logos Untamed deck, which means your Amber control is practically non-existent. I think this deck can't actually stop a key. I think
it's got like.
I think it literally has. It may. I don't even think it has a Grok. I think this deck is like, seriously, it's like -1 Amber control because it has like Titan mechanic. So you can forge keys for cheaper. But anyway, it's a sweet deck. I included it because if you get to leave the dream one time, then it'll be fun. So
this is the AOA deck that I brought in, or one of the AOA decks that I brought in for this round. The Carelessly Bony Hijacker of Volgaring. This is just kind of a gas logo Shadows Dis AOA deck with, Brawny Wrist Clocks, TMTPs, some good Dis stuff. The logo stuff is very archivey. It's just kind of like what you want. I remember having a lot of fun playing this deck, and I believe it did not advance past the second round of our AOA tournament for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think it did well enough.
It was like bad matchup situation or something like that. So.
Yeah, which is entirely possible in AOA. So Regital Zed Jakar Priest. This is a Speed Sigil deck, and I think Speed Sigil is likely to be discarded much of the time in this. However, it does have Time Traveler in it as well. This is like Coda Good Stuff, the pile. You've got routine jobs and pile of skulls and miasmas. It's a very like tempo oriented deck. It's a deck that if it is ahead in the game, it just typically stays ahead. If it falls behind, a lot of times it has trouble catching back up. So it's a deck that did all right in our Coda tournament. I think it made the top cut, but it's been one that we've definitely like. Typically Christensen was a Coda deck that, like, if we were going to bring out a Coda deck to underperform against other sets, Christensen's the one that we've typically chosen. Regital has been chosen every once in a while to show up. I think it may have had a Fight Night appearance, but beyond that, it's a deck that doesn't get a whole lot of love.
I think it was in our last March Madness tournament.
Could have been
last year.
And I think it got scrubbed out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think this is not a bad format to stress test it, to really figure out where it shines and where it kind of falters.
We got Lorimer of Outer Hollow Chasm. Sorry. Lorimer of our Outer Hollow Chasm. I've never said the name of this deck out loud. This is a Dark Tidings deck. That's the sideways card. This is just kind of like good Dark Tidings stuff. This is a deck that I bought off Jupiter, actually. So it's just like, it looked really good to me. I liked the 2 Forgive or Forgets in it. As we know, that's a very impactful card, especially with 2 of them. You can archive like 4 good cards from your discard pile.
Or purge.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
or purge some cards. Funny enough, when we were playing cross set, we were using that as a purge more often than not, historically, at least with the last deck we had that had it. So we'll see how that goes. I think this deck has got some plays. This is a deck I think that rewards the more plays you have with it. So it might do better as the tournament goes on, the more familiar we get with the deck.
All right, I've got Baron Degegrate, the Defiant Firefighter. So This is one of the unsung Worlds Collide decks that we had. It is one of the decks that went 6-0, and it was a top 4 finisher in our Worlds Collide tournament, and it has sat in the box since then.
Never played again.
Never played again.
Yeah.
Andres, was a deck that we have played off and on. It was the deck that eventually went on to win the tournament. It's the same house combinations as this deck. So there's a lot of times when we were like looking for a Worlds Collide deck, we were like, Andres.
Yeah.
Andres. So this
how do you choose this over Andres, right?
Yeah.
Well, now it gets a chance.
Yep, exactly. I thought this
show
was
its quality.
I thought this was a good time to play this deck. This deck is Andres and this have a lot of overlap. I think Andres is a better fast deck, and then I think this deck is way better at controlling creatures. Andres has like just a handful. It's got like a sack of coins that does a lot of heavy lifting in the deck. Andres was a deck that somehow went through Worlds Collide without like a meaningful board wipe, whereas this deck I don't think really has powerful board wipes either, but has better removal overall. Andres is a deck that just didn't care about removal, which is why I think it did really well versus Light Tasker. Plus Gambling Den didn't hurt either. So this is a more consistent deck than Andres, so I'm looking forward to getting some reps with it again.
Of course, we got Venus Ignachop. Everyone's very familiar with Venus Ignachop.
Yeah.
It is our highest SAS deck. I think it's got like a 91 right now.
Which is insane.
So
that's an insane number.
It's got some plays.
Yeah.
Never seen Ignachop played. It's a treat.
Yeah.
It does some stuff.
I swear Justin included it just so it would win this tournament.
It might, I mean, but it can draw clunky. Like we know that it can clunk, right?
Yeah, and I could see games, especially decks that have the ability to purge, where you like incise the correct stuff and it's gone.
And if you have artifact disruption that hurts it too, I think it's got enough weaknesses to where it's not going to just run away with the tournament.
Yeah.
It can always draw crappy. We've seen it draw crappy many times.
Yeah.
It didn't win any tournaments.
It's not a consistent deck.
It's not consistent.
Yeah, it's crazy inconsistent.
But when it's popping off, it's unbeatable.
The games where it is just you're like, what is this deck doing? Like how cracked is this deck? But then there are other games where you're like, that was the same deck that like won on like turn 7 or whatever. Kano Drab, Goswami Kudravi Renegade. Just my favorite Mass Mutations deck that we have. It's a fan favorite too, if my memory serves me correctly. It's just another good chance for this deck to get some reps in against other sets. Did we ever do a gauntlet with this?
No, it was in a Fight Night final. It might have. Did we do a gauntlet with it?
I think it got a title shot.
It definitely had a title shot.
And I think it had several undercard matches in Fight Night. But I think overall this is a deck that we have played. We've played it ever since Mass Mutations came out, because it's noteworthy, mostly because of the punctuated equilibrium autoencoder combo in the deck. I do want to say the Untamed in this deck is like its weakness.
It does have the 2 Savage Clashes, which could serve it in this kind of format.
Yeah, it's mostly the punctuated equilibrium is like why it's so crazy with Untamed.
Yeah.
And it's like it's another like potential clunk fest where you draw the wrong stuff at the wrong time and you can't like seem to get the deck started, and then the games where it draws right, it just doesn't feel like it can lose. So that one's included.
Pretty interesting. All right, let's get into it.
So there you go.
Game 1.
Enough talk.
Kano Drab versus Lorimer.
Okay, and I am on Kano Drab. Yeah, you got that off.
It's off.
Okay. Maybe it's the Sanctum in this deck that I think weighs it down.
Could be.
Double Fangs of Gizzleheart could be pretty good. Double Fangs of Gizzleheart could be soul crushing versus Mealhead.
Yeah.
When they
tee
off.
Oh no.
You're just like, they play Lollop, and you're just like, oh, I'm sorry. Fangs it, so you can't might mix right. Alright, what am I playing against? Oh yeah. The deck that I have no idea how it works. Brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got like Brand and Tertiate, so you could like
get
cute with Forget Forgets for Brens.
Oh, you got Enlist New Mary.
Enlist New Mary, yeah.
Something to play around as well. Sarium. I wonder if that is relevant in this matchup. Well, I'll figure it out as we go along.
See what happens.
I don't know what to play around yet, so there may not be any playing around. It may just be use Punctuated Equilibrium at the exact perfect time to make Justin discard a hand.
Probably a good plan.
That would beat me. I think that's always the plan with punctuated equilibrium decks, is to just play it and let hope it all works out. Hope it does more for you than it did for your opponent.
Yeah. Usually it's bad for your opponent, right?
They're sculpting your hand.
You get to like play out the rest of your house, and they are stuck with whatever they got.
Yeah.
And whatever they're planning is gone. It's out the window. 5. 10.
Okay, I think this one is a mulligan, because I think we always mulligan for autoencoder.
This is a mulligan as well.
You're not going to borrow it, are you?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, that's good. As long as you're not borrowing my autoencoder.
That'd be pretty good.
I'm willing to bet borrow is like a factor of 10 better in this tournament than it was in the actual Dark Tidings tournament, because so many of the Dark Tidings artifacts are symmetrical or like barely useful to shadows.
Yeah, he's still like a Sarium, he's still whatever, you know.
He's still like the Rostrum, you know, and it's like maybe it works with you, like maybe it doesn't. Like it's mostly about like denying your opponent resources more so than it is about giving you any sort of advantage.
Yeah. Shake, you want to bet?
Yeah.
I meant to reset points. I guess I'll do that next time, if I remember. Or I could just delete points right now. But then no one could bet on this contest.
Yeah, that's true too.
There you go. There's a bet.
I believe I caught that.
Okay.
I believe it did. Okay. I am gonna play Causal Loop to archive a card and archive Causal Loop. And I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'll play Faust. I'll Decadence. Exalt. Ready and Reap with Faust. And I'll play Reach Advantage to raise the tide.
Tide is yours.
It's up there. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, this is the type of PE that I think can backfire. I am going to play Dark Fairy. I'll play Cephalist, and then I'll play Punctuated Equilibrium.
Like Crassosaurus, City's Dangerous, Phase Shift, Hard Simpson, I Will, Walk the Plank.
Okay. That's actually, I think you're probably fine with that. I have landed a Pismire. And it is your turn. I will draw 1. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say Saurian. I'm gonna fight Pismire, and then Tertiate to kill Cephalist. I'm done.
What's he doing over there? Is he waiting to sit? What's he cooking up? That's what I want to know. Alright, I am going to put my archives in my hand, and I am going to say Logos. I'll play Autoencoder. I'll play Mutagenic Serum. I'm going to play Munchlink. I am going to play Sacrobot. We'll capture onto the Sacrobot. I am going to play Skippy Time Hog. I am going to Causal Loop and archive a card. And then I'm going to play Sloppy Lab Work. PE drew me 5 logos cards.
What the heck?
And I archived 2. Well, the causal loop was 1, and then I archived 1. So it's your turn. I'll draw 6. I have like 15 cards left in my deck.
Wigsby check. Thanks for the raid.
Raid.
You're cooking spaghetti, can you be? Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say logos.
Haven't had pasta in quite some time.
I'm gonna play 2 information exchanges.
Yeah, okay.
I will think twice. I could get tertiate.
Tertiate kills 2.
Kills 2. But then I lose tertiate forever.
It would be gone forever.
I'm gonna get tertiate just because it's good here. So I gain an amber. I will choose that and the dark fairy.
Okay.
I'll play Eddie and archive a card. And I'll play Soulmate Steelheart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Big scientist. He's not a scientist. I'll say check with 6. The tertiate also lets me threaten, so that's something.
Yeah. It's not nothing. I can put my archives into my hand, so that's what I think I do here. I'll put my archives into my hand. I will say Sanctum. I am going to Fangs of Gizelheart and purge Tall Mage. I am going to pop the mutagenic serum so that my mutants can activate this turn. Munchling is going to fight Eddie. I will discard the causal loop and get an amber, and when I discard I get to auto encode. Skippy Time Hog is going to reap. I will play Lord Golgotha. And then I'm going to free markets for 1. Unfortunately, you killed the Dark Fairy, so I can't threaten here. It's your turn. I'll draw.
I'll forge. I will say
Ultra Gek.
Shadows.
It's true. Tall Mage's large size angered the Snake
I'm
Prophet.
gonna pick up the archive. I'm gonna play Brend. I will play Montebank. No exalts. I'm gonna play Kerwallop. 2 die. So I gain 2. Munchling takes 1. I will cement choose my Brand. Deal 3. And I am done.
Okay. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to discard 2 Savage Clashes, which will let me archive 2. I am going to play Gloriana's Attendant and a Pismire. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Torch.
Nope.
Pismire. Say Sanctum. Play Sarium.
Sorry, you're saying sorry, and
Sorry, Ian. I will exalt each flank creature. Play Venator Ultim. I'm gonna enlist Numeria the Pismire. And I'm done. I can use it, can't I? Yes, I'll Sanctum now, so I'll reap with it. Okay.
I am. I guess I'm going to say Sanctum here. Yeah, I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Salvador. I'll capture onto Golgotha. And he's enhanced, so I get 1. I am going to play Gorvanal. Golgotha's going to fight the Pismire. I guess I don't have to fight it, but I may as well take it off the table. And Gorvanal will capture one. And then I am going to equalize. So I'll just move here. Move this here. Okay, it's your turn. I'll say check with 6, and I will draw 3.
I will forge this time. I'll say Logos. I will play Science. Play a Nobu Archaeologist. Play a Final Analysis, so gain 1 for the Science. Draw 2.
I draw 5. So these are all destroyed. I will draw 3 and then shuffle and draw 2. This Logos turn is going to be bad. I'm like 99% sure.
I'll play Forgive or Forget. Gain 1 from the Science. Archive Brend and Cement Shoes. And done.
I forge.
You forge.
Can't believe it. Okay, so I can't do that. I think this. So I have to do this. Get to draw a card at least. This play. Okay, I'll say Logos. I'm gonna standardize testing and draw. I'm gonna play Lycobot, Infomorph, Group Think Tank and capture on it, and then Sacrobot and capture on it. And it is your turn.
I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Crushing Charge.
You said Saurian?
Yeah, Crushing Charge. And Sensor File. Your turn.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to Fangs of Gizzleheart, Sensor Philo. I'm going to play Purifier of Souls and capture. I'll play General Salvador, Advanced and capture. I'll play Golgotha and Squire Alice and capture 2. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. Surprised I played the Infomorph. Yeah, who knows? May not have been the right call, but
I'll say Shadows and pick the Archive. I'll play Brand and give you 1. I will play Sea Urchin, steal 1.
yeah. I need more mutants for Pismire to work too, right?
I'll Cement Shoes the Purifier and then Scoop the Purifier.
So he takes 2
And he
and then captures 1.
And I'm going to Finishing Blow the Purifier.
Okay.
And steal 1. And discard Soul Brune. Your turn.
I guess I put my archives into my hand and say Untamed. I am going to play Cephaloist and Cephaloist. Then Vault's Blessing. So I got 1, 2, 3, and you don't have any mutants. And I'll draw 1. I am gonna play Pismire. I'll play Niffle Ape and Amber Spine Mongrel. And then I'll punctuate Equilibrium. I have to hit the other Pismire, but I can't archive it with these 3 cards.
Ah.
And then draw 6. Okay. Play the other Pismire. Discard Savage Clash. Okay. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay. Say Logos, I guess. I will phase shift. One I will Final Analysis. So I don't get to steal because of the Cephalus.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3. You draw 10 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna information exchange. I'm gonna think twice the data forge.
Okay.
To finish it.
Alright.
Because I believe I have enough to forge here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes.
I think if you had not seen the Tertiate in the first half of the deck, I think that's a totally different game.
Yeah.
Because
Its camera's all messed up. Oh gosh, the Negazone. I'm gonna be fixing some camera stuff soon.
Yeah, TM. I think that's a totally different game, but if you don't have the Tertiate early.
What a game.
That was a game. If I had had the Vault's Blessing earlier, I think it's a different game too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that deck has a ton of removal. It's got like some spot removal, and it could set up some plays. But I feel like there's a lot of that game where
you can like get some stuff in.
Well, if I play the Cephaloist,
yeah,
I am totally fine. I disregard your shadows completely.
The shadows does have a lot of damage, and the finishing blow, and like the scoops and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And the interesting, like the scooped can bring Cephalus below that threshold without the stealing.
Right. Like I said, I think that deck has got plays, right? So it's not as cut and dry as I would personally would like for it to feel after losing a game. That because that game was not close.
Was it? Did you have 1 key or 2 keys?
I had 1.
Yeah.
It felt like I got the game closer.
Yeah.
But that game was not close. And losing a game that badly, but it felt like every time I tried to develop a board, you were just like board wipe. So, all right, I am on Baron Degegrate.
They let you draw like a million cards with Final Analysis.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Oh, right, I don't like. I think Kanodrab is a deck that does not care if its creatures die to something like Final Analysis because it's drawing extra cards. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Felt like I didn't get to set up anything that game. Like I said, maybe the punctuated equilibrium was bad.
The first one?
Yeah.
I could have. I discarded Walk the Plank, which could have just aced one of your creatures, like the Cephalist or whatever. So, and I was playing 2 more Shadows creatures after that. So it was gonna be like an okay Shadows turn.
Yeah, I don't think I care. I think literally the only Shadows creature I care about in that deck is Brand.
Yeah.
Because if I can control when Bryn dies, then I don't think Bryn gets to steal.
Especially with Purifier Souls.
If you have control over when Bryn dies, which that deck has a lot of damage, then
yeah,
I think
the Shadows is very good at killing its own Brand, I think.
Yeah. I think there was more than enough ways.
It's like Scoop, it's got Finishing Blow, it's got
Kerwall up. Yeah, I think there's like a... There's
any
like
combination of two of the actions in the deck can kill it.
Yeah.
Let me do the bit. Okay. Baron Dedregrit. Here's the Bony Hijacker. Let's go. I think the way the first round shook out, there are no same set on same set matchups, which is cool. I know it was that way in the first round, or in the first group.
It's...
A 1.
A 5.
Okay.
I think this is a mulligan. There's one Kirby in this deck. I think you mulligan hard for it because Kirby just like expands your potential options so like significantly.
I got a bunch of those new Dragon Shields, and any of these sleeves that piss me off, they're getting swapped. The ones for Lorimer pissed me off because they were like catching when they're shuffled, and this one's kind of doing the same thing. Some Dragon Shields, Matte Dragon Shields do that, just like catch a little bit, and it really annoys me. Usually it happens when you buy from 2 different packs, and the sleeves are like slightly mismatched or whatever.
We got some of the non-glare Dragon Shield mats right here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Part of the reason why I chose Baron Dedregrit. True TTR fans will remember.
It's unfortunate. Ugh. Okay.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play Subtle Ball, and I'll tell you guys. I know you got 2 remote accesses in there, so I may regret that. But
So Logos, I'll play Titan Librarian, I'll play Sloppy Lab Work. I will archive a card and discard the Soul Snatcher. I don't know, but that might be a scary thing to exist in this matchup. We don't really know yet.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to discard Bad Penny, play Ronnie to steal 1. I am going to Kai Moore, and then I'll Subtle Maul. I love Shadow decks that are like this, where it's like play the creature, get rid of the creature, shuffle it back in.
Especially when it's a Ronnie. Alright, get a random card.
Road access, please. Well, it's not getting sucker punched, Ronnie. Ronnie's no sucker.
I'll say this. I'll play this Tentacus. Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. I'll play Hirk and discard a card. I will discard this Yancey game. Your turn.
I will say this. I'll play Not Finished with You. I am gonna play No Name. I'll purge this Bad Penny. Draining Touch. I'm gonna... Now, the question is whether I hit my No Name or your Tentacus. The reason is I have Exhume. I think I'll get your Tentacus, and then I'll just play this Exhume for minimal value.
That might be getting too cute if you do that.
I could kill No Name and then bring it back and purge like Sloppy Lab Work, but I think the Tentacus actually matters because of Subtle Maul. So, it's your turn. I'll draw 4.
I will say Logos. I'm going to remote access the Subtle Maul.
Figured that was coming. This could help me. It didn't.
I'll play a ZYX Research and Archive at the top. And again. Great. Alright, your turn.
I am going to say this. I'm gonna play Eater of the Dead. This deck just loves purging stuff from discard piles. The traditional Dis way, by fighting and or reaping with a creature. No name. Do I take one of these ZYX researchers off the table? No, because it can't live. So I'll reap with no name. I'll purge the remote access. And it is your turn. I will draw to you.
I'll say...
This feels like fair purging, unlike
yeah,
Furnace,
yeah,
where it's just like...
I'll say... Shadows. I'll play Ronnie. And Dusk Chronicles. And I have a card. Your turn.
I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Kirker and Frayne will capture. I'll play Walls, and then I'll Stealth Mode, which is a card I wish I could have played like every other turn last game. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Logos. Play Titan Librarian, Hexbion. These ZWAX researchers. I could pick up Archive and place other Titan Librarian for maximum value. Other ZWAX researchers. Reap. Do what they were put on this earth to do. Crucible. Alright. I'm done. I got a bunch of nerds. Archive 2 cards. I draw up, then archive, yeah. So.
Okay, I am 1, 3, 4. Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm gonna zap and kill a Titan Librarian. I am gonna go with Walls Blaster to Walls. So he gets to stun a creature, and I'll stun the Hexbion. Walls is gonna reap. He'll shoot ZYX Researcher. Kirker will murder Titan Librarian. And then Frayne. The deck had 3 Ronnies. Whatever, I'll lean into it. I'll reap with Frayne.
Walls ability. You have something to get back with Walls?
No, I don't, unfortunately. We got action. So, unfortunately, nothing to get back with Walls there. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 7 and tell you to go ahead. We'll draw 2.
Alright, so Shadows. Plays Ronnie. I will lights out the Year of the Dead and Frayne. Is there too much protection here? Nope. No. There's no punishment whatsoever. With the Ronnies. Alright, your turn.
Alright, I am going to say shadows. I'm going to discard a card from your hand. Can't get all my creatures.
You did not miss it yet, Sky Jedi. Mulehead Volcano Dragon is yet to make an appearance.
Yeah. Trust no one and steal one. I will play my own Ronnie. I am going to Pestering Below a Ronnie. And then I will play Chain Gang. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 9 and draw 2.
Forge. I'll say Shadows and pick up Archive. Well, Team TP.
Played right into it.
I will.
That's some rookie shit right there.
I'll Nerve Blast.
Jesus Christ.
I will shoot the walls.
Man, I'm getting full shadows tonight.
I'm gonna fight the Chain Gang. And I'll read with this Ronnie. Your turn.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play Frayne. I'll capture on No Name. I'll play Can. And Kirker will reap. It's your turn. I will draw 2, say check with 6.
Say Dis. I will reap with Yerk. Play Dust Imp, play Spider, play Schuler. And I'll unlock Gateway.
Yeah. Man. Oh, the logos like set me up to get crushed this game. I'll tell you that much.
Your turn.
I cannot stop you. God, I got blown out that game. Man, oof, that's a frustrating game to lose. Alright, we'll move on to another game. I think the less I dwell on that game, the better.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Mulehead.
Can you believe the words "I'll lean into it" came out of my mouth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you believe that?
That is not like
that. So like that is, that's how you know we haven't been playing a lot of Keyforge. Because a lot of times I would be like, I have not seen that third Ronnie. I know Justin's got it. I'm never playing into it. So yeah, you can tell we have not played enough Keyforge in the last couple of weeks. If I'm getting hit by back-to-back Ronnie and TMTP. If anybody would like a guide on how to lose to shadows, examine what I did that game.
Okay,
that's some free tips for you.
Let them steal all the amber that
if you do not want to win a game versus shadows, make the exact plays I made last game.
Villano versus Mulehead.
Oh yeah.
I got these new sleeves. So
those are nice. Those are premium. Those are hard to get right now.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy. I got 2 of all the colors. So
yeah, those sleeves may be some of the most valuable objects in the house right now.
Oh, we got to play Sleeping Gods today.
That game is great.
Very good.
Clear your schedule.
If you like co-op storyteller campaign games, it's a good one. It's very good. Clear the schedule.
Very unique if you want to play it.
Yeah, definitely.
It is not short. It is designed so that you can take a break at any point while playing it. If you've played, was it Forgotten Waters?
Yeah.
Similar to that in a lot of ways.
Yeah. It is definitely the most valuable object in the house.
Well, we'll debate
the most valuable entity in the house.
We can debate that.
Opponent's team to be, I have Ganger Knockout in my hand. Let me just roll 6 and lean into it. Thanks, Snaith.
You're welcome, Cammy V.
That's the one. Okay. Let's see how this deck plays. I've never played this deck before. Mulehead's been a while since we played that deck, so. Yeah, that's kind of strange, right? Or is that AOA Untamed?
This is AOA
That's
Untamed.
AOA Untamed, yeah.
It only has key charge.
Oh, it does not have Chota.
Yeah.
But Chota and key charge can appear together in Coda.
Yeah. I think they compare. I think they can be together in AOA too.
Yeah.
Chota was not in Worlds Collide.
Okay. Sure. I guess I'll keep.
I will keep. I'm gonna play Igor. Wow. Wowee. I don't actually know. I'm gonna discard Gauntlet of Command and Lava Ball.
Okay.
Good.
I'll say Logos. I will play Telltale Vapor. And archive card. Play Hologram FM. The Wormhole Tech. Information exchange. Your turn. It's good. It might be forever until that deck generates 1 amber, so felt like it was okay to discard that.
I am going to say Logos. I'm going to put Rocket Boots on Igor. I'm going to play Helper Bot to play Marmo Swarm. Igor is going to Reap. Now ready with the Rocket Boots. I will Reap again with Igor. And then I will poke the Wormhole Tech. I had considered fighting and then poke and then draw, but I think I would rather. I think like the random card in the middle of my turn is not that good. So it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
Okay. Say sorry, and I'll play the Golden Spiral. I'll play Tressarian Legionary. It's gonna ward itself. Play Theros Centurion. Sure one. Your turn. I should award the Wormhole type. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna play Lollop. I'm gonna play Groggins.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna play Might Makes Right.
Okay.
So we've got 11, 19, 20, 25.
There you go.
It's that easy.
It doesn't even purge itself.
I think it goes to last, right? Alright, it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
What a turn. Plays a bunch of cards, forges a key. That's it. Alright, I'll say this. I will put Soulkeeper on Tressarian Legionary.
Exactly. Just 2 more to go.
I will play Onyx Knight to destroy each odd creature. I'll destroy this.
Odd? Okay.
The Soulkeeper will destroy the Igor.
Okay.
I'll play a Malazan. I'll discard Harbinger. And a Creeping Oblivion. We'll get... You guess what I'm gonna get?
Is it gonna be Lollop?
Lollop and Might Makes Right. I'm done.
Might be better to get the Groggins.
It might be better to get the Groggins. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to play Brahma, which will do 2 damage to each flank creature. And I'll give Brahma a Phoenix Heart. And it is your turn. I'll draw 2. Go ahead.
I'll say Logos. I'm gonna Reap with the Wormhole tag. Go the top card. Logos.
It plays.
Play it. Alright, play this Reassembling Automata. I'll play Daughter. I'll play Telltale Vapors and draw 2. I have a card. Play Hologramophone and Ward. I got Daughter. My turn. 3 or 2.
Yeah. I am going to say Brobnar. Bramo is going to fight the Theros Centurion. It'll do 4 damage, and then it's destroyed. We'll do 3 damage to everything and go back to my hand.
Yes, this is dead. This is dead. This takes 3. This is dead. This is exhausted. Move blank.
Yeah, I'll choose that.
Okay.
I will play Bramo. I'll play Kulf, and then I'll discard Coward's End. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Say Saurian. Play City Gates. Raider Gallum. Odoak. Tribune Pompatus. Will Golden Spiral the Tribune into Bramo. It's +2 power because of the amber on him. I'm done.
Peter.
Yep.
As if I'll be paying Amber to forge.
Mulehead is literally here to be the SAS upset deck, right?
Yeah, I would. So, yeah, Mulehead is an awesome deck. It has one major glaring weakness in that it cannot stop a key to save its life. However, this deck has generated 4 amber
over like a million turns.
So,
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Helper Bots. I am going to play Titan Mechanic. I'm going to play Titan Librarian. I'm going to play Hexbion, and I am going to save the pack. So I'll gain a chain.
Oh, I guess this doesn't die, but it does fully heal exhaust and move to the flank.
Yeah, I'll move it to that flank, I guess. I will drop a chain and draw up to 5. And then I will archive a card with Titan Librarian. Archive this card specifically. And it is your turn.
All right, I think I got a to Saurian Cincinnati Rex here. I didn't want to do this early, but I'll pick up the archive and say Saurian. I'll play Golden Spiral. I will play Cincinnatus. I'm gonna give him a Scutum. I will Reap with Odoak, Reap with Raider Gallum. I'm gonna City Gates 2 onto the Cincinnatus. I'm going to Golden Spiral to Exalt. Ready and use Cincinnatus. Ready and fight the Kulf the Quiet. I'm gonna Exalt Cincinnatus to ready all my friendly cards. After a fight, I'll use the City Gates and capture 2 onto the Cincinnatus. I will Reap with Raider Gallum. I'll Reap with Odoak. I'm gonna use Golden Spiral to Exalt and Reap with the Automata. I will Golden Spiral, Exalt, ready and fight the Titan Librarian. That is my 3rd Cincinnati use. And I believe my 3rd Golden Spiral use. I played Golden Spiral also. 4 Golden Spirals. I Exalt to ready all my cards. I will.
If this deck had interdimensional raft,
Reap.
imagine
Yeah.
how tiny the tiny edge it would get.
I will Golden Spiral and fight Titan Mechanic.
That'll kill him.
It was 4.
So
it takes 4.
Yeah, you got 2 more.
That is 4. And I'll Exalt to ready all my friendly cards. I'll fight Helperbot, fight Hexbion, then I'll final Golden Spiral to send it into Kulf and dump all this amber.
But they're not Cincinnati Rex and Golden Spiral. Just read Cincinnati Rex.
Yeah, Cincinnati Rex and Golden Spiral together are kind of an infinite combo.
And then realize that they moved Golden Spiral from rare to common. My turn.
Yes, your turn.
I am going to say Untamed. I am going to play Full Moon. Play Nox. I will play Darna. I will Regrowth. Get back the Marmo Swarm, I guess. And then I'll play the Marmo Swarm. And it is your turn. I will draw 6. Good. Keyforge.
Forge. I'll play Malazan, Year of the Dead, and Obsidian Forge. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Untamed. Nox is going to kill Malison. Marmo Swarm is going to fight the Eater of the Dead.
This is actually our second Cincinnati Spiral deck.
Yeah. I am going to play Darna and get 2. I am going to play Fanghouse and Rustgnawer. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna Reap with Darna and heal Nox. And then I will Key Charge. And Marmo Swarm explodes because it is no longer large. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Terrified. Completely terrified. Okay.
You forge.
I forge.
If this deck could stop a single key ever.
Okay.
If this deck could ever stop a key. Just imagine.
The power. If this deck could generate Amber. I'll say...
outside of that one turn.
Logos, I'll play Pocket Universe. I will play Igor. I'll play Sanitation Engineer. I'll play Babbling Bibliophile. I'll Twin Bolt the Darnas. The Automata will fight Nox. He dies and moves the flank. I'll Hologramophone the Bibliophile. I mean, that doesn't matter. Oh, hologram. Yeah, the Bibliophile's fine.
Where's this last card? Oh, I know where the last card is. It is, of course, Pen Pocket Anga, the card that makes it so much easier to MMR.
Is Group B just like the wackiest decks?
Yeah.
Yeah, helper bot and
Soldier's Flowers. Yeah, Soldier's
that'll be
Flowers
good.
could be pretty good too. Okay. Is my out draw 2 helper bots? Is that my out? Okay. I will put my archives into my hand and say Logos. Play Seismo Entangler. I will play Cutthroat Research. I am going to Entropic Swirl. This is actually a tough choice. I think I get the Odoak.
Yeah.
I get 2 amber for that. I'm going to ZYX Researcher to archive the top card. I'm going to play Hex Beyond. There's also a consideration to like Entropic Swirl my own Hex Beyond. If I had like 2 cards left in the library, that might be the call. Yeah. I'll shuffle and draw 2. Yeah.
Terrified. I'm terrified of the thing. Oh, jeez. That threatens?
The problem is Golden Spiral is never supposed to be common. They designed it correctly to put it at rare, and then they moved it to common because Saurian wasn't powerful enough in Worlds Collide. I think uncommon is probably a fine compromise.
If you drew Kolf and Groggins, you have it. Unless I do something about it. I'll just do this. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay, I'll say dis. Play 2 Library of the Dangs. I will play Harbinger, and I'll say Keyforge as the Harbinger.
Okay, kills everything. X Beyond is archived.
I will play Creeping Oblivion. Look at this. Play Greater Oxtet. And my turn. This Tribune Pompatus is purged. Your turn. The amount of artifacts is frankly absurd. Is Scudamon Automaton with Golden Spirals an insane combo? You can trigger the Destroy effect, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you constantly dump Amber on him?
I think that was a combo in Worlds Collide. Even.
Yeah.
I really only get to play 2 cards this turn, which is a bummer. And I don't know what 2 it should be. Unless I put my archives in hand. I think I say Brobnar, I play Groggins, and I Tremor. And that's my turn. I'll draw 2. It's your turn.
I'm terrified to take the turn where I threaten but leave Groggins alive. So I don't think I can do that. I don't know, I could be set myself up for terrible dumbness. What's the worst that could happen? He might make rights me? No way that happens. Right? Right? I'll say this. I'll play Harbinger. I'll Obsidian Forge the Harbinger. Play Year of the Dead. Use 2 libraries. I'm done.
Okay.
Get this stupid tie card out of here.
I'm gonna say Untamed. I'm gonna play World Tree. I'll play Marmo Swarm, and it is your turn. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Saurian. Play the Archive. Play Tribune Pompatus. City Gates 2 onto the Pompatus. Scutum the Pompatus. Chant of Hubris. This there.
Onto my creature.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll Golden Spiral, Pompatus, and fight Marmo Swarm. I don't take any. I will Golden Spiral to reap with it. Okay.
I don't stuck.
Oh geez, that was way harder than that should have been.
I mean, obviously I had the second MMR.
Yeah.
I just couldn't quite get enough creatures in play. I think if there was a situation where I had both my helper bots, I could helper the Penpaka, then helper the MMR.
Yeah.
And probably win.
I feel like I was just giving you way too much time. Just way too much.
I was surprised I had that much time.
Yeah.
But then again, the start of that game, that deck was very, very slow.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a different story if you had gotten the other library sooner.
Right.
Perhaps. But yeah. Mealhead is a deck that I feel like you've won if your opponent has lived in terror the whole game. If your opponent doesn't feel like they win the game.
Yeah. It's gonna win one game.
If you had, I mean, let's be fair. If you have to use broken Saurian stuff to win the game, you didn't really win the game. So that's what it boils down to.
Next matchup, Phoenix Signature is here.
Regital.
And it's going against Regital Jed Jakar.
Well, this is the
Priest.
easiest time I've ever had discarding a speed sigil.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Oh boy.
Easy discard.
All 3 amber there. Let's go. Effervescent. Okay.
Effervescent's at least decent good signature shop.
Miasma. Bait and switch.
Yeah.
Routine jobs.
The funny thing is that sometimes the deck has like anti-synergy with routine jobs because you end up time traveling away the routine jobs.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. Close the John. You get credit for those keys on Mealhead. I think Keyforge is a tiebreaker in the tournament, so I'm making sure that I get that all right. I like the word clunk instead of anti-synergy. What's up, Stormstrong? No firsts for me.
Not that it's helped me.
Venus does kind of want to go first.
It has not helped me in the slightest.
Yeah. I will mulligan.
Is this deck using my artifacts?
No. I don't think it does anything with it kills artifacts or purges them.
Reclaimed by nature.
Yeah.
Play Doc Bookton. Good.
Remember when Doc Bookton was a must-kill creature?
Yeah. Draw one card?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who care?
Whatever.
How the game's been? Terrible, Stormstrong.
I'll play.
They've probably been fun to watch, but they've not been.
Play Essence Scale and Technophene. Your turn.
And from my point of view, these games are awful. I am going to say Robnar. I'm going to play a Screech Bomb and a Mighty Javelin and a Smash, and I'll stun Technophene. Your turn. I will draw.
Logos. Auto encoder, shoot the Doc Bookton, play Odd Clawed, discard Key of the Adventure card. Your turn.
Absolutely despise Venus Ignet Shop. I may hate playing against that deck more than I hate playing against Light Tasker.
Wow.
Light Tasker is predictable.
Yeah.
Venus Ignet Shop, I don't know.
Anything could happen turn to turn. Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to do from turn to turn. Absolutely despise it. Now, is this a Logos turn? Or is this a Shadows turn? I guess I'll say Shadows. I will play Routine Job. I am going to play Dypnos by Master and Umbra. I will Miasma. And I'll tell you to go ahead and I'll draw 4.
Say Untamed. Play Vault's Blessing.
No mutes.
2. I will Savage Clash.
So
I'll let Smash live.
Okay.
Play Flame by Nature. I'll get the Screech Bomb.
I had strongly considered just popping my artifacts there, but it's whatever.
I guess I didn't have any Amber for the Screech Bomb anyway, so.
Yeah.
And then my Javelin, I guess, could have killed Technophene.
Yeah, but
and I will
steal one. So.
Play Noia. Your turn.
Logos, I'm gonna Fogify. I am gonna help from future self.
BT.
Go get Timothy. can get play bat drone.
Did you play the time traveler? Amber for it?
Oh yeah.
And draw?
Time traveler. I drew.
You did drew? Okay.
I'm gonna remote access the essence scale. Time Traveler's Toast. Bat Drone's gonna fight Unia. I'll steal one. I am gonna Javelin Unoya. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 8 and I will draw 2.
That's pretty good. I'll say Logos. I'll standardize testing.
Highest and lowest.
No diametric charge. So you have to do one to the fiend. Your turn.
I'll forge. Shadows. Poison Wave. Routine Job. Booby Trap. Dodger. Your turn.
Say Dis. I'll play Obsidian Forge. I'll mark of Dis the Dodger. Play Hystricog.
I'll say Shadows. I'll Miasma. I'll Reap with Dodger. It's your turn. Say check with 6. I'll draw 1.
Say
This is like a. Is this the actual Venus Egg Chop Clunk draw?
it's pretty rough. Oh boy.
Furge? No, he does not Furge.
No Furge.
Does not Furge, my friend.
I'll say this. I'm gonna Mind Fire and hope that I get Amber Pip. So that's kind of my plan here.
Get Nerf Furge, sorry.
Nerf Furge. Play us in scale. I'll Hystricog to kill Dodger. Your turn.
I'll Furge. I get to Furge. I am going to say Brobnar. I wish you had actually generated 1 amber in there. I'm gonna Lomir. I'm gonna War Song. I'll anger Lomir into the Hystricog. I get 1 for the War Song, and then I'll War Drummer back the Lomir and then play it again.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Destroyed 4 amber. And it's your turn. I will draw 5.
I'll Forge. The Logos. Play Dark Amber Vault. Do a damage to Lomir. Play Dinobot. I will Exalt to kill War Drummer. Draw a card. Play Lithologica. Do a damage to Lomir Flame Fist. Get a Munchling. Play Munchling. Draw a card. And I am done.
Gonna say Shadows. Gonna play Dipno. Gonna play Silvertooth. Gonna play Umbra. Silvertooth is gonna Reap. And it is your turn. I will.
Say Untamed. I'll pick up the archive. I'm gonna discard. No, I'll play Cephalist and draw. Play Dangle and draw. Play Wild Bounty. Group Call. So Amber, Amber, damage, damage. I'll do damage to Umbra. Play Keyfrog. I'm gonna discard Mercy. And your turn.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Escatera. Get an Amber. But Fogify, so you can't fight. I am gonna phase shift Booby Trap. Then I am gonna Dipno Silvertooth into Fandangle. So I got a feeling that if I leave the Fandangle alive, I probably lose. I'll say check with 6, and it's your turn. We'll draw. I think there's like a very distinct possibility that you Obsidian Forge and forge 2 keys on your next turn if Fandangle's alive.
Probably.
If Fandangle and Keyfrog are both alive,
yeah,
I think I lose the game on the spot. So
say, okay, so I can't fight this turn, right?
That's correct.
I will say this. I'll play Snurret and draw. I will play Hystricog and draw. I will.
It's not labeled as an anomaly in every house. It's pretty funny.
I'll Mark of Dis the Lomir. I'll Essence Scale the Munchling to Reap with Dinobot. Discard a card, which archives a card, and then draw a card. I wanted to pick up archives, didn't I? Yes, I did. This is Essence Scale. This from last turn. So draw a card with the Dinobot. Play this Essence Scale, do damage to the Lomir. Play Ritual of Tognath. And I am done.
Okay. I'm gonna play Pile of Skulls. I'm gonna punch Snoret. And then Dipno is gonna let Dr. Escatera fight Snoret. And it is your turn. I'll draw 2.
Forge. Is it Pal Skulls that you capture 1?
Yeah. I would have captured 2. Just the one. Just the one.
It's one creature. Alright, I'll say Logos. I will Effervescent. Play Demobot and do the damage there and draw. Play Boo Dynamo. Reap with Dinobot. Discard. This Fandangle archive. Play Diametric Charge. There. Done.
is legally not required to say check here.
Not legally.
I am going to say shadows. I will bait and switch. I am going to routine job.
For 2?
Yep. Question is whether I play the speed sigil or not. I don't know if the 1 matters. Or it doesn't matter. I think it's real bad for me to play the speed sigil, so I'm just going to discard. And it's your turn. We'll draw all 3.
It's possibly real bad for you to play. I don't have a Logos card. That's what I don't have. All right. I will say this. I will play Hystricog and draw. Play Techno Fiend and draw. I'll Essence Scale the Techno Fiend and steal 1. Are you ready and reap with Hystricog? I will Essence Scale the Damobot. Steal 1. Reap with Dinobot. Discarding a card. Well, an archive. And then I'll discard this marker disc. I'm done.
I am gonna say Logos and Effervescent. I will play Doc Bookton. I will play Lab Work and archive a card. And then I will Fogify. I could threaten, but I cannot. I've got a chain, so I'll draw 1 and then shuffle and draw 4 more. And it's your turn.
I say Untamed and pick up Archive. I'm going to reclaim by nature the Pile Skulls. I will discard Niflape, archive a card. Play Wild Bounty. Group Call. 2 and some damage. Get the Niflape back in my hand. Discard Niflape, archive. Play Mercy. Discard Savage Claw. Play Lost in the Woods. Draw a card?
That was a while back.
Oh, okay. Did I draw that card?
That was quite a while ago.
I've been zoned in on trying to not lose. Alright. I'm done. Check a 7.
This game I can bait and switch, but that's it. Don't have another steal.
I did not. Well, that's too bad. Oh boy.
Yeah. I think I was lucky to be in that one as long as I was. I had a pretty fast start.
I had some 2/2/2s for a little bit also. It was pretty rough. But once I got to the Dark Amber Vault, of course, that's kind of like...
I think there were a couple of times where you had gained 1 more amber, you would have been really punished.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So
if you played the Speed Sigil, I think you might have won.
But did you Effervescent then?
No, it was the disc turn. Effervescent was the turn. I might have had Effervescent that turn instead.
I think there are a lot of situations in which I lose if I play the Speed Sigil. You had gone through.
It was bad.
You'd gone through
that needed to be for like the win, I believe.
Yeah. You'd gone through the deck so many times. I I'd have to go back and look at the tape, but I think you answered sufficiently that it did not matter what I had. I would have lost.
Elder.
There you
go. Okay. Venus prevents the upset.
I was trying to get that last key in. How many times did I threaten in a row?
A lot.
But you had all their artifacts in play, and I think at that point it's just... He's got nothing but dumb idiot mutants that he can just play over and over and over again once all their artifacts are in play.
Yeah, and sacrifice them. And
so, I mean, I think the circumstances, like I said, I think the circumstances were lucky for me that game. I think I had like the best opportunity to win against Venus that I was gonna have in that matchup. I feel. Because I came out of the gate so fast, and Venus was kind of a little bit clunky. There might be an argument that I lost to Mark of Dis. But both times it actually worked out fairly well for me.
Yeah.
It didn't work out as well as it could have, but it worked out. They both like were okay. But when I got marked into Lomir, I didn't want to take a Brobnar turn, but it wasn't going to be bad.
Yeah, you had Dibno too, so
yeah, so I could use other stuff on the table.
Yeah. Did we roll?
We have not.
3. 8.
Yeah.
What is this deck? I'm seeing Unfathomable? Okay.
I don't know, this hand looks like a mulligan to me.
What's happening? What? I'll mulligan. Here, we'll need this guy. Unfathomable versus Coda.
I think this is, I mean, if you're versus Coda, you want to see Brobnar Sanctum if you're Unfathomable.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Naughty.
Z-Force and Tabor discard you to your Discord. Your turn.
Okay. I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Take Hostages. I'll Mantle the Zealot Naughty. I'll use Naughty. Then I'll Inspiration to ready and beep with Naughty. And it's your turn. We'll just lose the effing game to literally any Z-Force attachments right here.
I'm gonna play Sanctum. Or sorry, and Z-Ray Blaster and shield you later.
And, Starlance.
Starlance. I will fight the Naughty. Exclusive again 2. Reap with Tabor. I will abandon ship to bounce the Naughty. Your turn.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm gonna discard bait. I'll play bait and switch. Sorry, play bait and switch. Discard Naughty. Play TMTP. Play Mace's Asp. Your turn. I'll draw.
Dang. I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Frigorific Rod. I'll Synchro Swim to exhaust the Asp. Play Ocolia. I'll discard Maelstrom. Your turn. Yeah, return. Elder is back.
I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Banner of Battle. I'll play 2 Loot the Bodies. I'm going to Relentless Assault. The Mace's Asp is going to kill the Z-Force agent. And I'll get 2 from the loots. And it is your turn. I will draw. So check the 6.
Stop keys here. If I could. No, I can't. I'll say Star Alliance. Yes, I can. Yes. No. I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play Val Jericho. Give Jericho Z-Wave Emitter. I'll play Volmart. Reap with Tabor, and have Ocolia fight Wet Mace's Asp. Jericho. Well, let me borrow Palace. I guess I can't do it in the right order. Because Asp has to die for me to be able to play the borrow. I can't use a creature. Jericho, I can only play a thing. It's fine. That's not even Palace Skulls. It's Banner of Battle. Either way. I could have taken the Tide.
My Asp doesn't die. Because it's 4 power to the 3 of the Ocolia.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Rewind.
You can still kill off your own Wacolia, so that. And then when you borrow the banner,
yeah, that's it's all the same. No, I can't play borrow. No, it's dead. It's
yeah,
dead. It's all the same. Yeah, it's all the same.
As a technicality, this is what occurs.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
Forge.
Yes.
I am going to say Sanctum, and I will doorstep. And I will play Seki, and I'll give Uno Seki Protect the Weak. And it is your turn. I will draw 3. I'm just going to lose the game to
Jericho.
Uncontested Tabor and Jericho.
We'll ward. Say Star Alliance. Use Jericho to play Spy Master. I'll play Agent Septia. I will put Particle Tracker. I guess on Jericho. I'll Reap with Tabor. Play the Flying Spectre. I'll Reap with Volmart. Do I have another attachment to get? Amber back.
Late to the party. You're just you're at the point of the party where I just throw up everything.
I'll fight the second.
Throw up onto everything.
6 power. We're back. Board's gone.
Seki only has 1, Seki.
Blame her back. Raise Tide. Your turn.
I think I have to say Sanctum here. I'll play Commander Remule. I'll throw Seki into Tabor. Get his dumb ass off the table, so maybe I can Play something that resembles a fair game tonight. And it's your turn. I'll draw one. Go ahead.
No forge. Say shadows. Play sea urchin. Steel.
Justin literally picked all the matchups for every match.
I just randomly did it. It's random. It's completely random. Oh. And also, every deck has to play each other one time. It's fine. Use Fly Inspector. I will play Secret Needle. Use Dino to Reap with the Septia. To shoot. Use Sack of Coins to blast it. And discard Booby Trap. Use Jericho to play Netcaster. Your turn.
I am going to say shadows. I'm going to play Magda the Rat.
I couldn't have stolen Amber because Jericho captures it because of the Amber back.
She's also worded.
She's also worded.
I'm going to play Magda the Rat. I am going to Reap with Silvertooth. I'm going to play Miasma. I'm going to play Ghostly Hand. I'm going to take 3 chains to raise the tide so that the Flying Spectre explodes. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. And I think my favorite part about this matchup is how the Flying Spectre versus like other sets is an artifact that just says steal 1 on it. Or your opponent could take 3 chains at some point during the game.
Mm-hmm. I think I say Star Alliance. Use Dipno of the Netcaster fight Silvertooth. Technobabble the Magda. I'll fight the Magda. And fight Magda. I'll Reap with Jericho. Play Seabreak. And
Inside Brobnar. Good.
Forge. Unfathomable. A Reap with Krakoa. Use Dipno. Reap with Walmart. Play Sherman. Play Koa. Jericho to play One-Eyed Willa. Play Netcaster. Play... That's it. Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna play as Coward's End.
Okay. Alright.
I could use at any point in this game. It's at least
back.
It's at least pretty good here.
This is dead. This is dead. You get
Play all these Brobnar creatures. I'll play this War Drummer and I'll play them all again. I'm gonna Tremor right there. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 7. I'll drop chain and draw 3.
say shadows. Play Hard Simpson. I'll Secret Needle Hard Simpson. I'll play My Willa, Francis, Gas Pipes. Your turn.
Forge.
Keyforge.
If I had literally one Brobnar card in my hand, I would start punching nerds.
Not worth anyway.
I had one.
Feels kind of worth.
If I had one, I would be punching nerds. I think you can unstun the Dipno, right?
It was exhausted.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your GD right, it is. Right, like destroy a bunch of amber. I get to kill a bunch of Shadows creatures. A lot of upside to saying Brobnar this turn. Seeing a lot of upside.
Yeah. Keep in mind they're plus 1 power.
That's right. I wonder if that was just a discard. I think it's the only artifact, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't benefit you to let me take that, right?
Right. Wonder if it was a discard. That just feels like a haven't ever played this matchup, forgot what was an Elder kind of call. All right, gonna say Brobnar. Gonna say Brobnar. Crump is gonna go beat up Gas Pipes, punch Amber out of you. Feels pretty good. Keep doing it. Gonna trade off the Troll. Seabringer. I guess so. Troll will fight the Seabringer. I'll spin 3 chains to raise the tide. Crump is gonna fight One-Eyed Willa. Punch another Amber out of you.
Thanks for that follow. Ruel Gaviola.
Snib or Drummer into Hard Simpson. Oh, he's.
You would steal one though.
I'm fine with that. Sure. I think I'm fine with that. It puts him in a position where you can deal with it. So.
Yeah.
All right, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain.
Say. Starlance. It's done. I can't unstun type now. Was that
I believe there was a rules change at some point.
And that walked it back.
That Dipno, but that's what I'm talking about. I think that the last set of rules changes allowed you to unstun Dipno. You tried to use its Omni ability.
And then I will,
because for some reason the rules
Shield Jalayer and Z-Ray this Francis. He's beastly. I'll play Saber. Your turn.
Saber again.
Saber again? I did reshuffle.
You had like everything in play.
Yeah.
Question is, what am I gonna? I'm gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna play Mac the Knife. I'm gonna Nerve Blast to kill Dipno. And then I'll play Ghostly Hand. You didn't have enough. So last turn, what I could have done is I could have Nerve Blasted to kill my Grenade Snub, then Ghostly Hand, but you didn't have the right amount of amber for that to work out.
Yeah.
So okay, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
Okay. Say Starlines.
I'd like a chart of the number of times Justin said each house this game.
There's a lot of Starlines. I will play Z-Force Agents.
It's like 8 Star Alliance, 1 Unfathomable, 3 Shadows or something.
A fight Grenade Snib. This doesn't matter because I ended up killing all this stuff anyway. You do your Discord. I'll Technobabble first. And then I'll use your Discord to Francis into Crump. Or fight. And then we both get 1. Reap with Tabor. I'm gonna Reap with Walmart. Tabor's gonna let me play. Yeah. I'll capture 1. I'm done.
This is the type of deck that just like, because it doesn't have any efficiency.
It just it grinds to a halt, right? Yeah. But it hangs in there until eventually it runs out of things to do to answer its phone.
Well, your opponent
does this, yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do that.
And this, I mean, honestly, because like, here's the thing: that's not a Logos deck, but the Tabor and the Val Jericho give it efficiency that outside of House Logos, right? And that's why I would argue that like every house should have
something.
It doesn't have like this like requires that you use the card, right? So that your opponent has a chance to respond to it and stuff like that. It's not like you're putting a bunch of stuff into the archives and then playing it all later, right? And Yerk is another good example of like just the ability to discard cards you don't want to play at a given time. So Spy Master exactly the same thing. It's that cross-house synergy that for some reason it feels like there were some developers for this game that were just completely allergic to it. I'm gonna say Sanctum. I'll play Raiding Knight. I'll capture one, and I'll play Shield of Justice. I will drop a chain and draw 2. You shitting me? And I'll shuffle and draw. There's like one card I have to draw, and I can maybe win the game. I can maybe win the game if I draw. I have 1 out. Yep.
Play Starlands. Reap with Saber.
I want to know how many times that jerk has been used this game.
We'll fight Remule. I'll take 3 chains for the Tide. I'll reap with Walmart. I'll reap with Septia. Shoot. And stun the knight. Saber when we play Storm Surge. That's it.
Alright, so if I hit Doorstep, I probably win this game. But it did not, so I lose. I play Glorious Few.
Okay.
Which was the bottom card of the deck. Which I think would have won the game.
Also think about like Coward's End, loot the bodies at any time.
Yeah, well, yeah. So what happened was I drew double Loot the Bodies and Relentless Assault and 0 Brobnar creatures.
Yeah.
You may recall when I played that very early Brobnar turn.
Yeah.
I played 3 actions and fought with 1 creature because I had only a Shadows creature in play at the time. I did draw a Sanctum card. It was Protect the Weak, but I needed to hit exactly Doorstep there. I think I would have been fine because I would have actually take hostages. Hilariously, would have done it because I had Zakiel in my hand.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that's game.
Interesting.
It was close. Terrible night of Keyforge. Yeah, there were a lot of good games.
Yeah.
I would be more mad about this if the games were as close as say like the first game was. But like the Ignat Shop game, this game was pretty good. There were a lot of good games. It was just I was just on the side of losing all of them tonight. So hope everybody else has a miserable night. What a terrible game Keyforge is. I'm glad it's dead.
Jeez. All right, we're gonna have to cut off the stream right now. You keep saying stuff.
People, look at a Keyforge deck. Look at a deck for a dead game. Give us the deck. Give us the deck.
All right. Okay. Bleeding some amber there.
Yes, Art Boy. That is correct, Art Boy. I won no games. It was 3-2. Sure.
I'm getting there. Gotta make the Chrome window work first, which it doesn't like to work.
Woof. Just a woof. This is. There's literally nothing to bark. There's nothing to bark at.
You?
It's not working. Edward. Edward. Was it fireworks? Was it a car door?
Sounds like a car. He's getting a treat. Oh no.
You're rewarding this behavior? Fair hand.
The one that dements commandants. Okay. There we go. Look at his deck. Look at his deck. Look at his deck.
Always reward the bad behavior. Well, like, are you?
Go to the deck.
Eddie was
Keep the deck.
Eddie was given a treat.
You do the treat first.
I don't know. It's whatever. I don't care.
The Eddie Cam's behind the
Yeah, we'll look at the deck.
Yeah.
We'll look at the deck and then we'll. Like, is this a mass mutations deck?
Yeah. Dark Tidings.
Dark Tidings. Oh, okay, interesting.
26 pips.
I was about to say, if I could strike one set from the game, I think it would be mass mutations.
Oh, okay.
I think the more I think about mass mutations, the less I like the set, and that's including Dark Tidings. I'll put Dark Tidings in the ambitious failure set, right? I think it's fine to shoot, but mass mutations or whatever. It's a rant for another time. Gatekeeper, okay. Grey Augur, Red Hand, Bulwark, two strange ordinations. You were to raise the tide, so that's not bad. Taxing Journey. Ryan.
Jeez.
Nothing busted for you, Ryan, though, right? Nothing to combo with him. So I don't think that's that bad. Dead Man's Chest. Do we have that one? Is that the Shadows Treasure, right?
Do we have this?
I don't think we ever got to play this. 4 creatures have to die in a turn to use it. 6 or more creatures are destroyed in a turn. So that's interesting. What do we have to combo with that? Anything that blows up multiple creatures? Fangtooth. No. Doesn't look like we have a way to blow up a lot of creatures. But triple sea urchin's kind of gross.
That is very gross. 2 Secret Needles.
Yeah, Secret Needles, so you can shoot those kids after they've done your bidding. Double Moogling is good.
And Waste Not, and 2 Deepwater Ruins.
Yeah, Pester Grove is pretty good. That just makes it so that your opponents can't ever really use creatures, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like you really care about reaping that often. Except with maybe Orion.
The Waste Not doesn't really combo with anything in here, right?
You can get rid of like Shoulder Ed, but yeah, not
Shoulder
really
Ed's like the biggest one.
Yeah. And Thin the Herd.
Ransack is good. You could thin the herd your own like shadows creatures so that you could ransack more effectively in theory.
Sea urchins, and you could thin the herd and then Fangtooth hit their stuff, right?
Yeah,
that seems pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. This is one of those decks that's just going to lose because it's not efficient enough. But there are probably times where like raw power is enough to carry you through a game. So yeah, I could see this deck being like very tempo oriented. So
over like Dark Tidings chainbound decks, nice.
That's cool. That's
7-1. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It's got a lot of cool plays.
Yeah,
and you got Keyfrog.
Yeah, Keyfrog's always good.
You could Fangtooth your Keyfrog. Waste Not Keyfrog.
Yeah,
Cement Shoes Keyfrog.
Double Deepwater Grin, I think, is pretty good with Keyfrog.
Oh, very much. Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, this deck looks very, very fast, so that'd be pretty good.
Closing out this game. Give Eddie a treat. Alright, look at that. Standings. Looking good. Looking good. Tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
What's Wild Space tomorrow?
Wild Space tomorrow.
Wild Space will be a dope.
One of our Gen Con board games.
Yeah.
I think y'all like it.
Yeah, it's Race for the Galaxy vibes. I don't know if there's any Race for the Galaxy fans, but we got Race for the Galaxy vibes from this game. At least I did.
Cute animals.
Yeah,
seeing
plenty of animals.
Spacefaring animals.
Appreciate those bits. Those make my rage slightly subside.
A treat.
Okay. Yeah, you may have noticed some remodeling. We did a little bit of remodeling in this room, so we have more place to stick Keyforge decks.
Mostly AOA.
Mostly AOA Ollie stuff that I have no idea when we'll get through, but it's there to get through.
Got more shelf space now.
Yeah.
For stuff, games. We really needed it. Ugh. The decks would you want on turn 5? That's pretty insane.
Yeah. Yeah, if you like Race to the Galaxy Zoke, you'll probably like Wild Space. It's a little less obtuse than Race for the Galaxy. You do have to learn a set of hieroglyphics like Race for the Galaxy.
They're not that complicated. And there's not that many of them.
They repeat, unlike Race for the Galaxy set of hieroglyphics, which expands the more sets that you play with. And get larger, and so, but yeah. Wild Space plays fast, and you'll see that tomorrow. So.
Yeah. I'm excited. I got sleeves for it and everything.
We'll be back also on Wednesday with Wars.
Card Game Necromancy Wars.
Card Game Necromancy Wars. Here. There. Wars. Okay. So, yeah. Get ready. Cool. Wars is going to be 75% explanation, I think.
Highlander was a lot of explanation too.
Yeah. But that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun speculating. Wars is going to be a lot like that.
Wars is a game that Nathan's played before, though.
Yeah.
And it is like Star Wars CCG.
I would love to tell you about the Wars meta that existed at the time. I'll find out on Wednesday.
Oh. Okay. All right, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow night for some Wild Space. Hope you'll join us. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.